Hey everybody, Danny here with Danny Murphy & Associates at First Team Real Estate. It's mid-January and the New Year's off to a bang here in the real estate world here in Southern California and Orange County. Definitely a lot of activity. We've seen since rates peaked in November and October of last year at over 8%. We've seen them come back down quite a bit. They actually dropped into the mid sixes, but have gone back up again to the high sixes. So, the rates are always moving. I think that's one takeaway, is that there's always a fluctuation in what's happening with interest rates. So it's really hard to really time that. But what is a certain fact is that the rates have dropped down over 1% since they peaked out at the end of last year. And as a result of that, we're seeing really strong activity out there. A lot of buyers are out, especially in those lower price points. And I would say anything up to $1.5 million in Orange County is considered a real competitive price point. We're seeing multiple offers, lots of buyers out there. We're seeing people doing free rent backs for sellers and offering really strong terms so they can get their offers accepted. So we're experiencing that with our buyers. We're seeing that on some of our listings. But in general, just across the board, there's more activity out there right now, and people are seem to be energized to make a purchase and to buy a home in Orange County. And again, I think people are realizing that rates probably aren't going to go back down into the 3 and 4% range anytime soon. So their lives need to move forward, right? They still have, as we call it, the death diamonds, divorce, diapers, people wanting to relocate, people that need to upsize, downsize, maybe a single story. So all that life stuff still happens. And so people are kind of settling into the fact that rates in the sixes is probably going to be the norm for a while. And maybe if the Fed does drop rates like a lot of the stock market and a lot of people are expecting them to do, I think personally, I don't think it's going to happen until later in the year. Not that I have a crystal ball and it's fuzzy if I did, but I think that the Fed will probably be holding rates somewhat similar to where they're at now, and we'll start to see them back those down in the second half of 2024. And I think as that starts to get messaged and happen, we'll see rates kind of pull back a bit. But I think that, a rate in the sixes, and maybe we'll be in the low sixes perhaps by the end of the year, is a really healthy, long-term, historical, typical interest rate. 6% is a very normal long-term historical interest rate. And so I think that will get buyers out, it'll get sellers wanting to sell so that they feel like now they can move on with their lives and do what they need to do. And so as that happens, we start to see a little more inventory and more options for buyers. Which right now, with under 2,000 homes in Orange County, we don't have a lot of options for buyers. So get out there, be ready with your agent to write really good offers. If you're a buyer, be competitive. Understand that it's probably going to take a couple of at-bats unless you're super lucky and get your first offer accepted. Usually, sometimes it's 5 or 10 offers you're writing. So know that going into it, have the right mindset, work collaboratively with your agent to make sure you're writing the best possible offers. And obviously in our case, we have great relationships with agents throughout Orange County. We know a lot of them, we've worked with a lot of them, and so that's where we can add value and really help you not only write good offers, but have the relationships with other agents. And then obviously on the listing side, that's primarily what we do as well. And so we've got a lot of good opportunities for people that are interested as well. Reach out to us anytime. We're here to consult with you and be your advocate on the real estate front, and hope to talk to you soon. Thanks.